Good morning, everyone. And thank you for joining me on this important gathering today. I do have some exciting news to share with you. And no, you're not in trouble. So as you know, Foxcroft is a nonprofit organization. And as such, we operate on a razor-thin margin every year. We depend on tuition to support the majority of our annual operating expenses, and we also rely on fundraising to make up the difference between our revenue and our expenses. So there are two kinds of fundraising that we do. I love that. The annual fund, which is called the Foxcroft Circle. This is roughly $1 million a year towards our approximately $13 million annual operating budget. This fund helps us cover employee salaries and benefits, heating and electricity bills, technology, the upkeep of our 500 acres, that's a lot of grass to mow, our supplies, our food, financial aid. And we have to raise this amount every year through the Foxcroft Circle. When we have a building need, or what we call a capital need, the Board of Trustees approves a capital campaign to raise special funds restricted to the special need. Last April, we announced the start of the Building for Our Future campaign, which calls for the renovation of music building and schoolhouse and for the construction of a new STEAM wing and a performing arts center. The total funds needed to pay for this campaign is $65 million. So I want to walk you through this project. You can see why we have the money. So you may have seen this. This is my very fancy pointer today. To orient you on this drawing, this is Schoolhouse. And this is the current Foxhound Auditorium, okay? And, all right. The project music building is here. Miss Charlotte's garden is here. So you all have an orientation of what this looks like. Yeah. Currently, the science wing is here. The project calls for the removal of the science wing, the building of a new STEAM wing, which will house state-of-the-art laboratories, flexible classroom, and an engineering and scene shop at the back of it, which will connect up to the Performing Arts Center main stage to the back. The project calls for site work because the STEAM wing is in the current parking lot. So the parking lot gets moved to the other side of Miss Charlotte's garden in a space that you may recognize as pretty unfinished looking as well. It's a little rough on that side of campus. And the road will be straightened out. Music building ties into this project and that then is centered around this outdoor amphitheater. So you guys get where you are oriented for the project. Okay. So another orientation is if you were standing at the top of the stairs by that science door, this would be that science door, right? And you're looking at the new Performing Arts Center and the new STEAM wing, and that's music building, okay? All right. And then you know we've completed music building. We dedicated it in April, and it's been a lovely place for our musicians to practice and rehearse. And so the next phase of our campaign is the STEAM wing. And this, as I said, will house state-of-the-art laboratories, research space, flexible classroom space, and an engineering and scene shop that will be then connected to the Performing Arts Center, which will be right there. So this project will support program enhancements and state-of-the-art facilities and technology to support the way girls learn best. Even though this project will not be completed for several years, you and future students will be an integral part of this building process. Guided by our educational philosophy that everything we do is curriculum, we will develop 4 credit classes that are part of the building process so you can learn about it, as we have done with previous construction projects. And these seminars will be taught by the architects, engineers, and construction professionals. These seminar courses will be offered beginning this fall in 2023 and will run throughout the entirety of the construction phases of the project. So, how are we making the STEAM wing happen? Well, I am tremendously honored to share the exciting news that Foxcroft School has received a historic and transformational gift of $22 million. Pretty exciting. So this incredible gift is special. It was made by sisters Victoria Beth Mars, class of 1974, and Pamela Mars Wright, class of 78, and their daughters, Bernadette Russell, class of 2003, and Charlotte Rossetter, class of 2012. The four family members, they share a passion for Foxcroft, a love of learning, and a commitment to all girls education that is evident not only in their philanthropic support, but also in their service to the school as trustees and volunteers. Their gift is the largest ever given to Foxcroft by living donors in its 108 year history. And further, it is one of the most generous gifts given to any girls' school. And now I would like to invite the STEAM department to come forward and for Ms. Hergenreder to share what this means for them.
Thank y'all. I'm happy to share these remarks on behalf of the STEM department. When we received the news of this incredible donation, we were asked the question, what will the new STEAM wing mean for STEM and STEAM education at Foxcroft? And we just looked at each other in awe because, in truth, what doesn't it mean for the future of education at Foxcroft? Studies show that everything about the space you learn in, from the quality of air and lighting to windows with views of nature and our uncommonly beautiful campus, even the furniture, the space that is flexible and adaptive, all of these support better learning outcomes. We had a front row seat to the effects of improved educational spaces on learning when we renovated the Briggs Biology Lab in 2015, and again with the renovation of the Innovation Lab in 2017. These facilities inspired some of the most innovative projects we have ever seen, all of which have problem-solving skills, critical thinking, and creativity at their core. Foxcroft students have produced so much to be proud of in these spaces, and that's just a few rooms. So imagine what we can do with an entire wing. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie, and thank you to the STEAM department. It's full steam ahead. The Mars wish they could be, I know, but it's a good one. The Mars wish they could be with us today. And I would like to share with you why they made this gift and what it means to them. As Bernadette, who serves currently on the Board of Trustees, commented, quote, "We made this gift because we believe in women supporting women, in investing in a place that is important to us, and in inspiring others to join in supporting this vital effort to help our school reach their campaign goal," end quote. So we would like to ask you to thank the Mars yourselves by signing a banner, which is in the lobby, and we will present that to them. And you may also share your gratitude with Bernadette in person next week when she is here for the Board of Trustees meeting. So as you return to class in a few moments and enjoy the special treat we have for you, take their message to you to heart and think about how you can do the same thing for your school and for women. This is a proud moment for all of Foxcroft, And again, I know you will join me in thanking Victoria, Pam, Bernadette, and Charlotte for their leadership, their philanthropy, and for their inspiration for our future. So let's give one more round of applause to thank them.